Hello there, welcome to another episode of Living with Shadi. I hope you had a great weekend. I pray that this week will be one of the best weeks that you have ever encountered. First, I'd like to say a very big thank you to you for your likes, comments, shares, subscriptions, messages, and comments. May God bless you. You have been wonderful. Thank you for helping me share the message further and faster. Now to the topic of discussion. Today we'll be discussing organizational conflicts. Last time we discussed how to manage differences, and I said that we're going to be having a sequel production of managing differences, which would take us to organizational differences and family differences. So today we're going to be taking an arm of it, which is organizational differences. What is organizational difference? Organizational differences, also known as workplace conflict, is a state of discord, usually caused by an actual or perceived opposition of ideas, needs, values, and interests between persons who work together in the same company or organization. Now you'll be wondering, how does it affect the program Living with Shadi? The differences that we face daily can either mar us or make us, and sometimes there are some fights that need to be fought to finally lay it to rest. Similarly, there's some times that you don't need to do any fight, but to just look away. All in all, we must live. And so, the outreach and scope of living with Shadi travels that far. Now, what forms do organizational conflicts come in? First, there could be jurisdictional disagreements between departments and groups of the company just because they have to prove a point. It can come in forms of rivalry, come in forms of personality clashes, ego, and all that. The things I like, my values, I cannot bring it down for yours and all that. And you can also have role definitions as a problem. Who does what? What do I give to you to do? Do you understand? These kind of things can cause issues even between superiors and their subordinates. So these kind of things happen in organizations and we cannot take them away. Also, the struggle for power and favor. I need favor from my superior and all that. Those kind of things would tend to cause conflicts in the company. So now let us go to the causes of organizational conflicts. One, different values. We have different values and the interests that we are trying to pursue and protect. So when we work together, these things will surface, and when they surface like that, there will tend to be conflicts between parties, and when these things happen, it may disrupt the progress of the company. So note that when you are having a conflict with your colleague at work, it can get to a point where you will be sacked, and you know, living is part of being able to fend for yourself and meet your needs. And if you cannot do that, then the whole idea of living is forfeited. So, and then we have poor communication. There is this thing, communication cannot, we cannot overemphasize the power of communication. When two people are working in an organization or a company, communication, smooth communication must take place so that there will not be conflict, so that there will not be issues. Oh, I said this, you didn't hear me, and all those things. They would only disrupt the progress of the company. So good communication is very essential. So also, one of the causes of it is poor performance. When we don't perform well, we tend to be reprimanded by our superiors, and when we're reprimanded, you're like, oh, this person always gets accolades from this person. Then you have bitterness or rivalry towards each other, and this is very, detrimental to the growth of the company. And also, we want to talk about personality clash. Yes, personality clash. I am this person, this ego thing. We infuse it into work. We need to understand that our work is different from our personal, agenda and issues, and we need to be able to separate both. If not, they will affect each other, and when they affect each other, the means of livelihood, your means of livelihood is being threatened. Do not do that in a corporate organization. It is very, very wrong. That being said, what are the types of organizational conflicts we have? We have personal conflicts, conflicts between people, individuals, most usually from a mutual dislike or personality clash. We cannot take away this issue of personality clash. It starts from one individual. One individual mobilizes other people to follow, and then it starts like that. A union starts, and then it goes out of control. Also, we have intergroup conflicts. These are conflicts that stem, between groups of coordinate levels who have points to make and who have competitions and benchmarks to meet. This kind of thing happen. Probably example of it is maybe the sales department of a company versus the production department of a company. They have this unusual and unethical rivalry between each other to just make a point, and it is not good for the growth of that company. Also, it could be a competition between hierarchical levels, the superiors and the junior staffs. You just be like, oh, this boss is always bossing around and doesn't even take careful attention of people who work for them, and you have this animosity for them. So these kind of things are not good in a company. The source of income, our sources of income should be protected, and in protecting it, we should safeguard it and try as much as possible not to allow conflict come in between it. Now let us rush quickly through the solutions for organizational conflicts. If you are a manager, somebody who owns a company, and conflicts between your staff or some brewing groups is coming up and threatening the existence of your company and progress of your company, you need to do something about it. If not, Yoruba people used to say "Onofun lonorun," and when these people cause this problem for you, it will be only you and your sorry ass. It is only you and your sorry ass. So you need to take attention into these things, look into their works, look and understand the things that they do before they take you out of business. So as a business person or a business owner, you need to check that out, and as an individual, you need this too as well. So first, we'll talk about counseling. Counseling is one thing. Go for counseling. You can organize a counseling section for the groups or persons involved if they are very vital or very important to the company, to understand the reason why these conflicts are happening and try to resolve it. Also, avoidance of conflict. We can avoid trouble. You can avoid trouble as well. If you see that trouble is coming up and you know this person, you don't get along with him, try to avoid trouble. Whatever is going to cause conflict, try to avoid it. Also, we can talk about dominance or intervention of power. Somebody that is dominant, a power that is above the level of conflict that is happening between both, can step in and say, no, this cannot happen. If you do this, you threaten them and tell, if you continue doing this, you're going to lose your job. They have to understand that this company is not Ogata or Gauta or Wala. No, they need to understand and take attention to whatever it is that they are doing to their colleagues, so that it does not jeopardize the interest of the company. So you have to step in as a higher person. Also, confrontation. When I said that there are some fights that you need to fight, yes, it is important. There are some times that confrontation is the best approach. So confrontation is like a thorough and frank discussion of the causes of the problem, the causes of the conflict. You bring it out, you throw it on the table, take it one by one, talk about it. When you talk about it, you understand that, oh, this is the cause of this trouble, this is the cause of this problem. With that, you'll be able to get to a point of resolution. Hopefully, things can get better. Also, we will not forget compromise. A person, an individual. Compromise actually is the act of seeking a resolution by satisfying at least part of each of the parties' position. Try to mitigate between both of them and reach a conclusion that will be lasting. All in all, I will not lie to you, resolution is achievable, but both parties must be willing to explore all opportunities, explore all ideas to make these things work. Thank you for watching today's episode. I hope this has helped you. If it has helped you, please drop a message for me, and I'll gladly, you can also send me messages. I'll gladly answer your questions. Thank you for watching. Till I come your way again, I remain Ayeni Folashade.